Let's continue our surface area problems. This is kind of a complicated subject. People have had trouble with it many times in the past. So I want to give you an example of each kind so you know how to deal with it. Take your time, work through these, and figure them out. Watch the video again if you need to. I know it's a bit long, but hang in there. Toblerone candy bars are packaged in triangular prisms. So we've got this nice triangular prism-shaped package over here that our chocolate bars are put in. What is the surface area of the package? I want to find the surface area of this package, all of the sides added together. Well, that means I'm going to have to find the surface area of each side of that package. And this is a nice little net that helps us to see that, right? We've got a nice little net here that helps us to see all of the different sides of that package. So let's find the surface area of each side. I'm going to use my net a little bit more this time. I'm going to find this side first. I'm going to find this side up here, the side that says Toblerone on it, first. So I know that that is a rectangular right there, and it is 6 inches along the top, and it is 1.5 inches along the side. 1 1/2 along the side. I also know that I have a triangular side right here. That is going to be 1 inch, 1.5 inches along the base, 1.5 inches along the base, and it's got a height right here of 1 inch. And then lastly, I also have this middle rectangle. Now, what is that going to be? It's going to be exactly the same. We haven't been given any other dimensions here, so we know that this bottom one also is going to be 6 inches by 1.5 inches. So 6 by 1.5. And what about the opposite side? What about this back side back here? That one too is going to be 6 inches by 1 1/2 inches. 6 by 1 1/2. And of course these ends, the two triangular ends, are exactly the same as well. They're not going to change at all. Alright, so let's find our areas. First we have to multiply length times width to get the area of all three of these, right? They're all the same, so I'm only going to do it once. Length times width is equal to 6 times 1 1/2. So now we have to do some fraction multiplication. 6 is just 6 over 1, right? And then 2 times 1 to go around the clock. 2 times 1 is 2, plus 1 is 3, so we have 3 halves. Then we multiply top times top and bottom times the bottom, and we get 18 over 2. 18 over 2, or 9. So each one of these guys, I'm going to put it in blue, each one of these guys is going to have 9 inches squared for their area. 9 inches squared, 9 inches squared. All that's left then is to find the area of these triangle ends. Now again, they're exactly the same. We just have to remember the formula for the area of a triangle. The area of a triangle, if you remember, was base times height. No, that's the area for a parallelogram. It's 1/2 base times height. Don't forget the 1/2. Our base then is 1 1/2. And our height is 1. And then we'll multiply that by 1/2. Okay, so we've got all that together. 1 1/2 times 1. So again, we'll do around the clock. 2 times 1 is 2. Plus 1 is 3. That gives me 3 over 2. Times 1 over 1. Which is going to be 3 over 2, right? Pretty easy. We knew anything times 1 is itself. That gives us 3 over 2, and we're going to multiply that. We can't forget to multiply that by 1/2. So 1 over 2 here times, I'll just use this, times 3 over 2 is going to give us 3 over 4. So each one of these guys is going to be 3/4 of an inch squared on the end. And then what we have to do is add them all together. I'm going to do that up here for clarity's sake. We've got, each one of these is 9, so that's 9 times 3. This gives me 27 inches squared, right? Each one of these rectangles here, each one of these guys is 9 inches squared, and there are 3 of them, so 9 times 3 is 27. And then each of the rectangles is 3/4. So I've got to multiply 3/4 times 2. Right, times 2 over 1. It's going to give me 6/4, or 1 2/4, which is also the same as 1 1/2. Okay, so I've got 1 1/2 inches squared. When I add together the two triangular ends, I have 1 1/2 inches. So I add these two together, 27 plus 1 1/2, and I get 28 1/2 inches squared. And that is the area of this whole package. Surface area of the whole package, all sides added together, 28 1/2 inches squared.